Have one-piece bodies from this template. You could also use a narrow piece of wood and glue it together.
It's totally clear of knots. It's got a good.
That's going to be the front and the back?
Yeah. And then we're going to do a couple more sliver twice off here and open it up. It's called book match. And you get the same grain pattern on each side. So we'll take this body and thin it out a little bit and glue the book match set on top here so that you have a koa top.
Like this back is made from two book matched pieces that seam in the middle. You can see that the grain is matched.
So that's what we'll be doing on top of a couple of these with a bit of this koa. Excited about that. We got some neck templates made up here. So you get the shape of the fretboard there. You get the profile of the neck here. There's another fretboard template. Got all these different style headstocks that we can choose from. Mark that like this. cut. You gotta dig out the neck pocket, pick up. There'll be a big cavity over here where the knobs go from underneath.
That is a really nice piece of wood, huh?
Yeah, it's super nice. It's a Pele mahogany. It's a good wood for guitars. It's great to work with. Has a great consistency. Beautiful color. You can see the kind of ribbon style grain in it. It's just like a really nice wood. But doesn't grow around here. This particular style of guitar was made out of all mahogany all the time from Gibson, so that's why we're doing this one in this mahogany, is to remain in keeping with the classic.
And there's like a bit of a stigma about using woods like oak and even cherry, right?
Yeah,
In terms of the quality of the sound, but it's a little bit.
People get sold on certain woods, like Brazilian rosewood is endangered at this point, and there's a lot of really fantastic wood right here in the United States that's plentiful and won't be going extinct anytime soon. They make fantastic guitars. So this is the inside of the below model. You can see all the bracing and everything. And this one's got a cedar top.
So the whole effort is to make something that's like really vibrational. The wood on the top is a soft wood, you call it tone wood. And you want that to be light and able to vibrate. But because the strings provide a lot of tension, you have to have structured so that it can withstand high tension. It's like 180 pounds of tension on an acoustic guitar. It's a way of getting a dent out.
So you have to heat that up and then you rub it over the wood?
You like steam it out.
Oh, you steam it out.
This might be anticlimactic. Yeah, the steam will bounce it right out.
What we got here? Which one do you want?
The finish provides a protection. That's what it's for. But in the meantime, like some of the wood is soft. And you could scratch it a little bit, but they're all gonna get scratched eventually, right?
Yeah.
I just want to hit this with like 220, just by hand. Without
what? The dent?
No, just the neck.
The neck? You just want to sand the whole thing. However you got to do to get all the scratches out. You got to go back to 150. Like all this, you know, you've sanded this like really good. You've sanded the heel pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So you just go over it, make sure it's cleaned up. See, it's kind of getting dirty and stuff. You're gonna clean that up. So yeah, just the 220. And then here, you know, that doesn't look too crummy. So you just want to kind of hit that. Definitely using a block on these flat facets right there.
In the back.
Right there, and then
All the way
using a
to
block on
320.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Just clean it up.
Did you
know.
vice this? Or?
I mean, you could do it by hand. You put it in the vise while you're dealing with the headstock and stuff.
We need to stand.
The shit you have back in there is just like gold. It's freaking sitting on gold. Just sitting over there.
I can fuck you up.
Clean some of that up. And then just like some blocks and stuff to get into that little corner.
Dude, couldn't. That's like.
You'll get right in there.
You're not gonna get this attention to detail in the sweatshops, during guitar sweatshops.
You can move this little bitch. This little slut right here can move. Yeah, I'll get you some light down there. See what I mean?
Burn marks from the router, right, that are on there.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of stubborn in the middle there.
Mm-hmm. You better know this. Please believe it.
Is that just from like holding the router in the same spot for too long, kind of thing?
It's kind of like an end grain thing, you know.
It actually burns.
It does burn a bit sometimes, so it's like,
It's okay to stand it like this.
yeah. You're just gonna work on those scratches. Like no matter what direction you stand there is against the grain.
Oh, because it's end grain.
Because it's the end grain.
I see.
Okay, so you're working on the neck now?
Yeah, neck, which will attach to this feller. And this is called a bolt-on neck style. Wes now does something called dovetail necks. This, the match. So this is pearl, and it matches the pearl on the rosette. And the cedar wood with some walnut, which matches the sides and the back. And then the top of this guitar is redwood from California, where it all began. This is a copy of a Gibson L00, based on a 1930s model Gibson guitar. It's kind of a smaller body, kind of cowboy style guitar, popular for old time music and folk music. But yeah, I gotta make some holes to, it'll just bolt through the block that's glued into the guitar there.
And so you can see right here, just from the block, it's
only
going to poke through just that much.
into the heel.
So as it pokes through that much, you need to be able to drill at least to where it'll go there. And that's just like a little extra. You could go maybe just a hair deeper than that. And then you want to transfer those measurements to the inside of this.
Yeah.
And this time,
Bigger.
dang, that smells good.
Yeah, this is the nicest smelling wood, Spanish cedar.
Just use the
Aromatic.
5/16. This time you're going all the way through. With the 5/16, just right
29.5 millimeters.
to the very top surface is the bottom of the fretboard.
Yeah, show the camera your wound, bro. I think I've been in his house. He's got a sauna in the back. Did you mention that?
No. We're talking shop. I brought him in here.
Oh, did he like it?
Yeah, he was real pumped on the whole thing.
That's cool.
Showed him that color.
So are you attaching the neck or are you just measuring the neck?
Yeah, you have to fit, you want everything real tight. Like, one thing that I think stands out in high-end instruments is just like the precision of all the seams and everything like that is super tight. Which requires a lot of hand detailing to really fit in a lock and key sort of way. So you can see profile there. Ideally, you have it really seamless. What's that?
Should you drill this?
No. This is already attached to the neck. His style is tight, precision work.
Flossing the cheek there so that it's really tight.
Where tight? Where?
Tight between the neck and the body joint. So just where it sits right there is like the hardest part to get. You got to get it straight with the body, and then you got to get it pitched just right so the strings hit the bridge. And then you also have to get that to line up flat all the way around so that there's no gaps at all. And this one just got a bridge glue yesterday, so we're going to do some more French polishing and get all of this nice and shiny, and then start putting the strings on it after it sits for a bit.
When all these techniques for joining are developed, you got to keep in mind that you might have to take stuff apart at one point. I got to measure twice before I can cut one.
Get yourself a little block.
One thing I'm both impressed and frightened by as a novice woodworker is how many chances there are to completely destroy your instrument after you've put a lot of work into it with the wrong measurement or a fumble here or there.
That's what you're holding the block there for.
This is old-fashioned teamwork. You don't get this in the big sweatshops.
No.
People aren't allowed to assist each other.
Hit it. Pull up. You don't feel it? No, you didn't.
Come on, dog.
It looks like you did. Those chips were jamming around. Are you in reverse? Is that what the problem is?
No, it's not supposed to be that dramatic, dog.
Come on. There it is, dude.
Woo!
You got holes in there.
We're ready to bolt it, right? I know, I'm just worried like it's gonna break the... It's quite tight.
Go in
You
here.
can kind of see the...
Jam that a little bit.
Alright.
Just jam them in there.
It doesn't need to be tight.
It's good if it's a little tight, because then it doesn't turn on you. But if it's not tight enough, it's not going to thread straight. Or if it's too tight it's not, and it's crooked, it's not going to thread straight.
So is it ready to jam
So
on
if
it?
you like if you throw a bolt in here right now, and get all the crap out of there, it should thread in there. Yeah. You can actually straighten those out. Pop that in there,
This is a moment of truth.
and then feed a bolt through one side. Look at that.
You just Allen wrench it all the way down.
You just wrench it in.
But you don't do the fitting until post-finish? Like the tight fit?
I would final sand everything, clean it up, because you don't want to change any of this. That's the last thing you want to happen before you
This
finish.
is the first time I felt it like
Look at
this. Oh man,
Look at it.
that's tremendous. Yes, that feeling.
It looks amazing.
That's a real classic there, Piper.
It's a labor of love, I think is what they might call that.
Okay, so let me see what we're doing here.
Guitar just got the bridge glued on a couple hours ago, so it's dry and ready to take the clamps off. Just gotta slip them out of here.
The bridge, as the name suggests, is a structurally important element of the guitar, because that's where the strings go through and tension hits first. And behind the bridge is the, what do you call it, bridge plate?
Bridge plate. What's that?
What's all the wood up in there? What are you taking out of there?
This is a clamping call. Just fits over all the braces so that you can put pressure on the bridge here and get a good clamp with the glue on the bridge there. It's ready for finishing.
What do you finish?
You have to put some sort of coating on the wood. Yeah, the finishing has always been one of the hard parts, you know. It takes a long time, takes a lot of patience, and it's something you can also mess up and have to spend a lot more time trying to fix. But, look at that.